Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to Morningwood. It's that place, the place where people like to go to do the Morningwood stuff, like the shopping mall. Come to the shopping mall. It's got a library or something. There it is, the library, and a barbershop. Now, barbershop, yeah. Okay, let's talk barbershop, right? Sensational TKO. I hear you, brother. Don't you worry about it, all right? Now, he said there's two things we haven't seen, or he hasn't seen, that he'd like to see. Okay, one is people using the barbershop, and two is the animated TVs. Okay, now, point the first, they won't use the barbershop until we train some prisoners to cut hair. Okay, now that's the advantage of having the college, is that now we're going to go through and set up some of that stuff. Point the second, all right, a little bit of disappointment for you. This is an animated TV. And it doesn't look like anything's on it. Now, I'm aware the game is paused at the moment, but I have unpaused it and I checked it, and I couldn't see anything. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. We'll have a little look. But, yeah, here's the thing, right? I loaded the game up, and I ran it, and, you know, I was just doing a thing where I let it tick up some cash while I set up things up. And something weird happened. This got completed. Okay? Now, I don't know why, and I don't know how. It happened twice. I loaded it up and I ran it again, and it did it again. So this time I've loaded it up and I've paused it. I want to see if it happens again. It may not. Maybe it was just a weird one-off thing. I've also had the game sat here paused for ages now, so maybe that will affect it somehow. But yeah, today we've got a reasonably short video, okay? Because it's quite late, so we're probably just gonna do a little bit of paperwork. I'm going to unpause the game. Keep an eye down here, okay? Look, see? Bam. What the fuck's that about? I don't understand. We've literally got one armed guard. So how could we have assigned two armed guards to a patrol route? I think, like... I don't know, but I think he must be switching routes or something. And, like, when he switches route, it momentarily thinks that there's two guards assigned. I don't know, but either way, I can't do anything about that, okay? I'm sorry. I did, you know, keep an eye on it. I try to monitor the situation, but it just completes that grant without my input, so just going to have to deal with that one, unfortunately. But let's start today by getting some scheduled stuff going on, okay? Programs, here we go. Now, we've got our parole hearings and everything. We have a lot of other scheduled programs possible, and it's really bad English there, and a lot of people interested, actually, which is quite nice. We should probably, I mean, I need to start looking at things like the pharmacological treatment of drug addiction, although, honestly, maybe we don't need that. We like drugs and alcohol in Morningwood. We're fine with those, so maybe we don't need to deal with that. Spiritual guidance, basic garbage recycling, biology, how to cut. Let's go for how to cut. I think that's the best idea at the moment, right? So we're going to get a how to cut session going, and a basic computer skills session going, and a foundation education program going, okay? Now, I'm fairly sure this should be, if we go edit schedule... Right, basic computing in the computer classroom. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, we could get a second session of how to cut hair going. I mean, it does look like we can fit a second session in. It is going to take up some of our daily cash flow. That does have to be said. But actually, I think that fits in quite nicely there. Okay. Oh, they do that in the barbershop, so they don't even do that in the classrooms. Oh shit! So I could have set that up. I'm sorry. I could have set that up ages ago. I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea that was something that I could do in the barbershop. I thought we needed the classroom to do it. It sounded like something we needed the classroom to do. But, okay, so at some point today, Simon Pegg down here is going to get a whole new batch of people coming in who are going to be wanting to learn how to cut hair, okay? Which is, I think that's going to be cool. Like, I guess that's what the barbershop is generally used for, rather than like people actually coming to have their hair cut. I mean, maybe there's a bit of that as well. Maybe while they're learning to cut hair, they're also cutting people's hair, you know, rather than just like working on dummies and things. But okay, so we've got that going. We've got foundation education. That's also running. I guess we could run two of those, but I mean, genuinely, we've just eaten into our daily cash flow, and like until we get some houses built, it's you know. That's a lot of money that's gone now, unfortunately. It's fine. I mean, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. You know, we'll deal with the situation. But it also looks like... Oh, okay, they haven't finished the pipes. Right. Yeah, it kind of looks like, for some reason, the hot water's not quite getting up here. I mean, maybe that is the maximum radius that that boiler can cover, but I'm fairly sure that, like, the other boilers cover a much larger area, that's the thing. So, but we'll just ignore that, alright? Maybe it's just like the builders. Maybe they're not doing a good job right now. Maybe they're like those, you know, that building company that's gone bust recently. Oh shit, yeah, and of course, these can't connect all the way round. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, that's my fault. I'm sorry, builders. I was going to blame you. I thought you were like that company that had gone bust recently. That's caused, like, a huge problem. You know? Oh, look, here we go. Some water spreading, though. Yeah, caused, like, a huge problem for everybody. Like, lots of jobs lost. I thought you were a bit like that. Turns out, actually, I'm the one who's a bit like that. Okay? I'm trying to assign you to do things that you can't necessarily do. And, like, that was very stupid of me. I'm going to have to go back to architecting school, okay, learn how to do some proper architecting, because I'm fairly sure that's how you pronounce it. And, yeah, like, hopefully I can come back and be a better, bolder architect for you guys, okay? You know what, let's get a bit of grass down everywhere, shall we? Because, like, we've kind of done this area now. I want to do the staff room, I want to do the kitchen, make sure that that's all set up. But, like, there's just these little fringe bits to do, you know? Like a college is... Oh, what's this? What's this? Ooh, prisoner misconduct. Different prisoners will misbehave in different ways. That preferred way is fixed for each prisoner. Escape attempts, riotings, fighters, revolutionaries, group thinking, protests, self-harm. Self-harm? Wow, Jesus Christ. I mean, that self-harm section, that's... I mean, I don't know how to take that, honestly. Like, that could be taken the wrong... I mean, they do OD. I mean, that's understandable. That's like part of prison conduct. But this is like injures himself by head-butting wall, which is, I mean, that's kind of dark, honestly. Like, and you know, you don't want to make a mockery of self-harm at the end of the day. Some people have genuine problems that they you know they need help with. Not in a bad way. You know, they just sometimes people struggle with situations, and it's understandable. You know, life is tough. The end of the day, to anyone out there who's struggling right now, like I'm with you, alright? If you need someone to talk to, just come and find me. There's loads of ways you can talk to me. You can you know, Twitter, Discord, whatever. Send me a message on here. You know, drop me an email or something. I don't know. My email's out there. Just, you know, talk to somebody. There's no reason to you know, go through things alone. There's plenty of people out there who are willing to kind of stand by you, let you know that, you know, there's someone there who cares, all of that kind of stuff. But anyway, enough of the PSA. Okay, that's just me, you know, trying to make sure that everybody understands the seriousness of certain situations. Let's get down to planning a kick-ass staff room and a kick-ass kitchen for the college staff. Okay, now I think the kitchen is probably going to be fairly bog standard, right? We do need a fair amount of cookers, so maybe we could have like 4 cookers like that. Okay, and we're going to leave a little gap down here. We'll get some fridges. Where do we want to put the fridges? Maybe we should line... We could just... Fuck it, let's just line the fridges up along these walls. Okay, like that. And then we'll have a... What we do, right, is we'll put a bin somewhere. Where's the bin? Oh, there's recycling bins, actually. We could put a bin of each type down. I think that might be a nice idea. I'm not quite sure where we could put the recycling bin. Maybe we can put the trash bin there. Okay. And a recycling bin... We should have put a recycling bin in every kitchen, really, shouldn't we? That's probably what I should have done. At least then they could have, you know, once we got the recycling set up, they could have concentrated on, you know, helping to save the environment. One stinky, you know, sponge or whatever at a time. There we go. So we've got the sink down in the corner, and then we definitely need a radio. Okay, these guys need some entertainment while they're cooking dinners for the old staff and stuff. We're gonna get them a radio down over here in the corner. I would have liked to have done like a little seating area or something, but it just seems like overkill. Because across the way, we're going to have a really badass staff room, alright? Now this staff room is going to have a cinema corner, okay? Now the cinema corner is going to be fairly small. We're only going to have, it's going to be 3 rows of seats like this, and then we're going to have a TV up against the wall in the corner, okay? Now you've just got to imagine that these seats are actually, the back ones are raised up a little bit higher than the front one, you know, so that they can see over the heads of the people in front of them. We need to get a serving table in, and, you know, somewhere that they can sit and eat this food as well. That's annoying, isn't it? I could move the door. No, let's leave the door. I don't want to move the door. We'll put it up here instead. Okay, we'll put it on that wall. That's absolutely fine. And yeah, like I said, we're going to need somewhere for them to sit. I think we should give them a bog standard table, right? But instead of the benches and stuff, let's give them some nice chairs to sit on, you know? In fact, fuck it. We're going to go all out. Sensational TKO. I know you complained about this as well. Tough shit. Everybody is getting office chairs, all right? Fancy office chairs for everybody. That is my motto. Except for the guy sat on the end, because the guy sat on the end has to have a shit chair like that, okay? It's a shame, but it's a shit chair. That's just what they have to deal with. Over in this corner, we need to get a drinks machine in, of course, because otherwise, you know, how are they going to get their caffeine and their sugar and their beverages and things like that? And we're going to get a phone booth in here as well. I don't think the staff use the phone booth, but honestly, I like it for RP purposes, you know? In this bottom left-hand corner, though, what we're actually going to do is we're going to build, like, a little... I think we're going to put a ping pong table, actually. I think as soon as you come in the doorway, you're going to see a ping pong table right in front of you like that. And then up against the last final touch, okay? Up against this wall down here, it's going to be the reading corner. All right, so you can just come in, you can kind of chill out, you can, you know, have a little read of a magazine or something like that. We'll put 2 magazine racks down, so we can have, like, modern magazines and then maybe, like, some works of fiction or, like, some comics or something like that, you know, Marvel comics or whatever it is that the staff are into, that kind of thing. But yeah, so this is our staff room, okay? So this is our college staff room. The college staff are probably going to come here. We need to put some windows in for them as well. Don't worry, TKO. I can hear your fingers tapping that keyboard already. All right, stop it. Okay? I know that we don't have any windows in our staff room or anything yet. We're going to put a window next to each of these sofas, and I'll tell you why. It's because most of the staff are probably going to come in here, right? Sit down to watch a little bit of, like, Jerry Springer or, like, Jeremy Kyle or whatever it is that they're into at the time, and they're just going to be fucking smoking it up. All right? And we want to make sure that some fresh air can get in here, because it's not healthy to just be sat in a smoky environment like that. You know, it's not good for their lungs. It's not good for, like, our health plans. You know, it's going to cost us a fortune if they're just doing that. But yeah, behold, the staff room and kitchen for the college. What do you think? Is that okay? Have I done a decent job, or is it a bit shit? I mean, I know they're still installing stuff. I probably should have sped things up, honestly. I didn't, and I apologise for that. But this staff room is going to be a luxurious purple colour, okay? I don't know if that's a good idea or if that's a bad idea, but we'll soon find out. It's an idea, regardless, okay? And ideas are the way forwards. Now, before we finish up for the day, we need to get some lights into this mother trucker, because otherwise nobody's going to be able to see what it is that they're actually doing. And of course, the utilities need to be hooked up for the kitchen as well. Because without damn, I wanted to catch that. Without utilities in the without electricity in the kitchen, nobody is going to be able to cook a damn thing in this place. Okay, so as we finish up for the day, we're going to run a cable down the middle of this. I mean, this is a cool shape. I like this. You know, it's a good shape. It makes me happy. And we're going to run it all the way down here. We'll connect that up like that. I think that should be fine. So yeah, it looks like our community college is finally complete. We've set up some barber courses and stuff. Oh, what am I talking about? We haven't done a restaurant or a common room yet. The essential working part of the community college is now complete. The staff have got somewhere to go where they can, like, chill out. Here we go, staff room. There we go. Staff only. Staff only. This whole building, staff only. And this one. Any more staff only buildings we need? Doesn't look like there's any other buildings we need staff only. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, we've got our classrooms down. Hopefully people will come and start learning some foundation education, which means we can start populating the libraries with books and shit like that. We've got our staff room, our kitchen and everything, so they can provide our restaurant space, which is what we're going to do next time. And yeah, I think it's shaping up nicely. So thank you very much for watching. Oh, shit. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, come and join us in Discord, and maybe come back next time to find out what the fuck it is I've just done to the power. Until then, I will see you in the next video.